Should you buy links? And if so, where should you buy them from? In today's video, I'm going to give you my honest opinion on one of the newer link building services that I've been choosing, and also a few that I'd recommend based on me using them in the past. Let's get into today's video. Now, before I go into the content of today's video, I just want to share, I guess, the two types of links that you'd probably pick up. Those are going to be niche edits or guest posts. And today's video, we're going to be talking about both. Usually there's a bit of a stigma sometimes with buying backlinks, but let's face it, if you have a successful portfolio, then at some point you've experienced someone probably pitching you to sell you links, or maybe you've even bought your links yourself. Regardless, it is against Google's terms and conditions to actively purchase links, but also we are in a marketplace whereby sometimes you're going to have to move the needle a bit by offering some type of cash for someone to place your link on their site. So I've just popped over to Google now and I've tapped in buy niche edits into the search. As you can see, there are tons of services that offer link building in some shape or form. Honestly, it's difficult to know which ones to trust without actually having to test it yourself. But I have tested a few recently, and there is one that I want to recommend today that I've used more frequently. And they are called Rhino Rank, as you can see here. So now, usually with any type of link building service, whether that's guest posts, niche edits, created links, even HARO link building services, which I have got myself, feel free to check that out, link in the description. But any type of link building service, they're going to give you lots of information on the first page on why the links are the best, why they're unique. But honestly, from experience, the only way you can really test it to see if it's legitimate and it works is probably to buy a few and probably see how the links perform and see what they look like, where they come from, and then make your own mind up. Now, of course, that can probably cost you a little bit of money sometimes, and maybe you're not going to want to spend too much in terms of your budget. So the best thing to do is probably just go for the smallest package at first, maybe just one link or two links or whatever it's going to be, just to test out at the waters and see if it makes more sense. And specifically, you want to see how the customer service kind of handles you as well. That's really important. Now, as I mentioned, buy links can be a little bit taboo sometimes, but feel free to check some of the ones that I'm going to mention out today. One of them is going to be Rhino Rank. The other one's going to be Indexsy, which is pretty cool. And the last one's going to be Resolve. Now, you've joined me inside Rhino Rank in terms of the actual account itself. I do like the way that some of these accounts are set up. It's very, very easy to use. And this is one of the reasons why I did prefer to kind of start off with Rhino Rank. When you've signed up, I think there's a few discounts floating around here and there, so feel free to check those out. If I see one, I'll add it into the description below. You want to just go hit create order on the left hand side here, and then you can create curated links or like niche edits or guest posts. We'll go for created links first, and then you can either purchase them individually. So let's say you are looking for we've got create on the left hand side and referring domains in the center, and also an average DA and a cost. So you can filter with what you see fit. As I mentioned, if you're kind of starting off, you may want to start off with the cheaper ones first, just to kind of get your feet wet a little bit, see how it works. But you can specifically order, let's say you want to order 2 or 3 in the 4 tier, or 1 in the one tier, etc. And then you'll give you like a total price here, super simple. Or you can just hit a package on the left hand side here, based on your budget and also based on how many links you're looking to purchase. So let's say we wanted to go for package 1. It would autofill the quantity here and give you a small discount as well. And then same thing with package 3, all very, very, very self-explanatory. Once you're ready, you hit start building. And now they're going to give you a sheet. This is what I thought was pretty cool, because with other agencies in the past, I've had to send them pretty long emails with my referring, with my URL, my anchors, my text, and all that information around what type of link I want, which can be a little bit clunky sometimes. But with this, you just upload a CSV file and it populates it for you. Very simple, very intuitive. And then once you're ready and you're finished with it, the next step is going to be for you paying for the links. So again, I thought that was really, really simple in terms of their setup. As I mentioned, if you have a coupon, stick it in the top here. Here's an example of an active order that I placed, I think it was last month. And again, I wanted to just kind of see if the proof was in the pudding, see how fast they delivered the links, see how quality the links were, and just kind of go through the process myself. I probably spent more money than I would recommend you to here. I think I did a package 3 or 4. But overall, very, very impressed with the service, specifically the customer service. There was 1 or 2 links that they delivered that I wasn't really happy with, and they changed those quite fast, which I was super happy about. And overall price, the price compared to the service that you're getting, compared to the links, all match up. So I'm super happy with that. Now the next place that I'm going to talk about is Indexsy. This is kind of owned by a really smart and popular affiliate marketer. But besides that, I think the actual service itself is pretty good, if I'm being honest. I've only used them once or twice. I have joint venture clients that use them quite frequently, So I'm not going to log into the account because it's not mine. I don't want to share the information, but they do use the service quite well, and they say the customer and also the customer support is second to none, which is very, very interesting. And secondly, the links that they're actually sending over seem to be quality. Now, one thing to note with Indexsy is that this is just a niche edit service itself, so you're not going to get guest posts. So these are in-content links, and they do reach out for you, which I think is cool. If I'm being honest, you can never really tell if they do the natural reach out themselves, because technically they could have a database of people that's in your niche, for example, gardening, and they can just reach out to those people. But the most important thing is the quality of the links. So if you're spending $95 and you're getting a referring domain of over 500, and that actually checks out, then that's what you're looking for to actually get what you paid for. And as I said, we've used the service frequently, and the quality of the link, the niche edit links, are very high. No guest posts. Another cool thing to mention is if it's your first time ordering, you can get some money off. Again, most of these link building agencies are going to have some type of money off because they're trying to get you kind of in their ecosystem. So, but definitely take advantage of that, because if you are going to spend money with them and you're going to be building links, get as money off as you can, because links are expensive. Now, lastly is a place called Grow Reserve. Now, unfortunately, I haven't used them firsthand yet. I've got lots of clients that have used them, but I can't specifically say I have. They're on my to-do list in terms of link building. There are a few that I have used in the past, and they were terrible. If you want to know what those are, then add some information in the comments, and I'll put that in. But I'm not looking to do a video on those right now. But Grow Reserve seem to be good. They seem to be high up in terms of their service and in terms of their quality of link, from what I've heard. So that will be third on my list. And probably in the order of Rhino Rank first, then Indexsy, then Grow Reserve, in my opinion. But as I mentioned, it's very, very intuitive to actually just sign up and pay for a link or two, see how the process works, see how you get on with support, see how the actual link, if it's going to be a quality one, and if it is exactly what it says on the tin in terms of what you purchased. And also, lastly, if you do get a bad link, you want to see how fast they're going to replace that link out. Okay, that's really important, because not all links are going to be the same in terms of quality. Now, lastly, do note that sometimes people that are selling links can go down themselves. And I learned firsthand with Make Lemonade, unfortunately, and I didn't use a credit card. So one thing to bear in mind is whenever you're buying links, or any service, I guess, online, you will definitely want to use a credit card, because you are 100% safe. In the event that there is a issue and the site goes down, you're still going to have yourself covered. Just wanted to mention that at the end. Anyhow, that's it for me for today's video. I hope it's been useful. I'll leave some links in the description below for you to check out yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.